Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Darkest Dungeon. This is Kernel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to hang out with me as we take on the Hag Witch. That's the level 5 boss of the world, and we're gonna use a very special party composition because I have already prepared it, and I think it's a very good strategy to take on the Hag. So if you're having difficulty dealing with her, maybe my party strategy is gonna help you. In between episodes, I leveled up a couple of our characters again, and I upgraded some of our buildings, and our estate is looking very fine, as you can see. But let's get down to it. Let's see. So our first party member is gonna be Pies, the Hellion. She's good because she's always gonna be at the first position. As one of the important things in the battle against the Hag Witch is that she takes away one of our characters, so every single one of these characters is gonna go forward one space, one place. So for example, anyone who's down here is gonna need to be able to use his abilities when he's over here, and the same happens from there forward. So the first place is not gonna really be a problem. She's gonna use the Iron Swan to deal with the Hag, so she's not gonna be much of a problem. Secondly, we're gonna take the Jester. It's gonna be Mosegros, and the Jester because he can use the Slice Off ability and stack some bleeds, I mean, on the Hag, and it's also damaging ability, pretty cool ability. And it's not gonna be a problem if he falls back. If he, for example, if he is taken into the pot and sent to the back of the party, he's gonna be able to use Dirk Stab to move forward. Our third party member is gonna be a Highwayman. That's gonna be Dismas. Dismas has a couple of nice abilities, but we're gonna mostly use the pistol shot. You could have a point blank shot just in case Dismas goes to the front, but he also has a point blank shot could be a nice alternative should, for example, the fight go wrong, and should he find himself at the first position of our party. But we're not gonna worry about that because our objective is to destroy the Hag before she can fully cook one of our party members. So we're always gonna be fighting with 3 party members, and the last one is gonna be Marilak, the Occultist. And the Occultist has an ability that I haven't used before, which is a Sacrificial Stab, which has a plus damage against Eldritch, which I think the Hag is Eldritch. But he's gonna be using heals. Should a character be in need of a heal, and he's gonna be using Sacrificial Stab. One of the things is he's not gonna be able to use it from the last position in the party, so his position is always gonna be like this. So we're gonna use Dismas at the rear with the pistol shot, and that's one of the reasons I didn't particularly need the point blank shot, because he's never gonna be at the first position. And the Occultist is gonna be in that position. Should, for example, Mosegros or Pies be taken away, then he'd need to fall back behind the Highwayman right there, because otherwise he won't be able to heal. But that's a bit of party positioning that we're gonna need to take care of. For now, he's gonna go at the back because we're gonna be dealing with monsters, not the Hag. We're gonna be dealing with monsters through the dungeon, and then, if we're lucky, we'll arrive there, because it's also important to remember that you need to survive.
As time wore on, her wild policy of self-experimentation grew intolerable. She quaffed all manner of strange fungi, herbs, and concoctions, intent on gaining some insight into the horror we both knew to be growing beneath us. The change in her was appalling, and no longer able to stomach it, I sent her to live in the Weald, where her wildness would be welcomed.
So she appears to have been a party member or something from previous expeditions into the dungeons and the ruins. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This way. 1, 2, 3. So she's gonna be here. That's most likely the case. And off we go through the Wold. The Wold is a pretty cool location. We already know it pretty well, but it's even still, it's a pretty. The backgrounds are really nice. It's not my favorite.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I personally prefer the ruins, but then again, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So Grave Nibble to Mosegros right away. Gonna need to be healed. Another Grave Nibble. And the stun to Dismas, that's bad because he has that nice AoE ability. Grape shot, yeah, indeed. Oh, come on, let me attack you. Let me purge your life from your veins, you murderous tiny creatures. So let's see. Double stun? Nope, they are very stun resistant. Go for a kill. I don't want debuffs from breakthrough. Breakthrough, I don't think it's a good ability. I don't think it is a good ability at all. So things are not going very well against this group of enemies, which should be considered an easy fight, but apparently not so much today. So let's go for another heal. He resists, but unfortunately only heals 2. And a critical to offset some of that stress damage that we have been dealt already.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
They can, but they also can beat us. And Dismas is looking in pretty bad shape. We've got another fight on our hands. Oh, come on. These level 5 enemies, it's not always as easy as it might seem. It's all a matter of being able to manage the damage we receive. So, for example, Dismas is looking at 12 damage from that blight, and we don't have any anti-blight potions or whatever it's called. So we're in for some trouble. Let's stun these gropers. The clawers, not gropers. Gropers is the level 3 name of these monsters. They change name depending on the difficulty. Some stress damage and some light damage. Let's see. I prefer light damage to heavy damage, but nah. I prefer no damage to any damage. So let's see. Let's go for a Iron Swan at the Crone. She doesn't die. Iron Swan is a good ability because the critical mod is pretty nice. The critical mods of all of Alien's abilities are always pretty nice. Let's see. Another AoE, hopefully a bleed this time. Yes. No, this guy is not dead yet. So let's heal Mosegros. 7. Not bad. No critical. So she's gonna... Oh, I might be able to kill her. Yes, good.
Give them no quarter.
Remember, always go for the kill if you can. Always go for the kill and always go... Ooh. Oh no, look at that. That's very bad. That is very bad. I should have brought antidotes, but oh well. Never mind. I'm gonna try and kill Mosegros. I'm gonna farm some of those... Good. I'm gonna farm some of those heals. Because I'm gonna play for stuns. And I know this is boring. I know. But... let's hope for a critical. No critical. But it's necessary, because it's more boring if we die. Seriously. It is. Okay, open veins on this guy, because it's the only way I can... Okay, so... Man... So he's got still 4 damage to go. Let's heal. Okay, 6 not good, but not terrible either. Could be a bleed and 0. That ability is so unstable. It's just so unstable. That healing ability. And no stun. Groping swipe. At least it was to pies. I'm gonna position myself a bit better. I'm going to position myself a bit better, and I do this just because I don't want to take stress damage. And hopefully Pi is gonna be able to stun him. A critical, that's good, and a stun, that's great. Look at that, 165% chance to stun. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. Okay, so they are getting stressed, but that's not my worry right now. I'm sure they'll get even more stressed if they die. Hopefully, yeah, that's a kill right there. Good.
As victories mount,
Got a trinket.
so too will resistance.
Well, it could be good, but I'm not gonna use it right now.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We shall carry it on, no problem. Let's see. This has a lock, valuables inside.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Our first anger check. Sorry. Nope. There you go.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
See those statues back there?
Require
Look
only
at
the
them.
strength to follow it.
Okay, so things are, all things considered, they're looking good. So we got a scouting check. Hopefully, nope, not there. So still got 2 fights before we find the hag, and those should go swiftly enough. I hope. We will dispatch our enemies back whence they came. No surprise, that's unfortunate. 99 hit points from the giant. That's a good amount of hit points. So Eldritch push right there for Pies. She's gonna... I don't think she has any forward abilities. Nope. So she's gonna move forward. Okay, so hopefully a critical. A dodge, no good. Mark Prey, and he's gonna smack her down. I'm most certain of that. No confusion spores. Look at that. Oh, we missed that. That ability shifts our party around. Let's go for damage because we're gonna camp and we're gonna heal. Critical. That's what I was looking for. And now, okay, so that guy is gonna attack. Rain of Blight's not good because again, it's a Blight skill. They resist though, so that's not a problem. I'm gonna go for a heal on Pies because she's probably gonna be attacked by the giant. And let's see, a resist again. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's not. I was looking at Blight resist, but Bleed resist is 70%. It shouldn't be too hard to make him bleed, especially with fully upgraded abilities. Dodge, yeah. If you dodge, I'm not gonna be able to make you bleed. So let's see, let's reduce some of that dodge, and again, critical hits from Marilak with his vulnerability X. Let's open veins. Yeah, it resists bleeds pretty well. 70%. I think maybe all bleed skills have a 100% to a chance to. There it is. Confusion spores, and oh, that wasn't so bad. That was not so bad. Okay, so a breakthrough. Not what I'm looking for. And stack those. Actually, that's not a bleeding skill, so never mind. But yes, a bleed. We scored a bleed. Finally, let's yop him. Yop at him, I think. Let's try and go for a critical. No critical. So he bleeds for this turn. Let's yop at him again. And that debuffs her a lot, but that's not really a problem, I don't think. And down he goes, finally.
Perhaps the turning point.
Hopefully the turning point, yeah. So let's see. Nothing inside. Obvious. Just my luck. So let's camp. And we are going to have a feast.
It's a goal without hope.
We're going to, let's see. Oh, Marilak didn't like his gallows humor. Oh well. Some people will react badly to that kind of attitude towards death. They don't like. Some people don't like joking about stuff like that. Let's see. This is not what I want. Nobody has interesting abilities anymore. Nope. Rest. Yes, yes, yes. Nobody's upon us.
May we find victory.
She's still debuffed. Hopefully that will go away. Nope. Yes. Minus 20% damage, that's gonna go away next turn. A stun, hopefully. Nope, no resist. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, it's our only chance. He resists the bleed though. Let's see. I could go for a bleed right here, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's hope. Nope. Flurry of Claws. I think that's a blight skill. Skull Toss, that's a blight skill as well, I think. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But fortunately, a double dodge. This guy really resists a lot of stuff. That's gonna be a problem, I think, because he has quite a bit of hit points, and we don't have critical oriented characters. Another stun. Let's try and dispatch this guy as fast as possible, because he stuns our characters a rend. So let's see, is that a blitz? Yes, it is a blight skill. Let's see, I'm gonna... No, a dodge. I'm gonna just focus on healing next turn, because apparently these guys, they dodge a lot. Look at that, 38 dodge. So first stress damage, Delta Flurry of Claws, a double critical, that's bad. That is bad. Okay, stack those bleeds on him. Yes, good. 8 damage. Perspective damage at least. Good. Let's see, another Yop. Just calm him down as long as... Ooh, but that's not good. Let's see, should I... No critical. And let's... Good. So he's almost fully healed. No, he's fully healed. Good. Lash of the Tail, a dodge, great. So this guy... Good, a critical, so hopefully he bleeds and he dies. Yes, he's gonna die. Look at that. How lucky was that? That was very lucky. There's just enough for him to perish. The Yop is also pretty good because it has such an accuracy base value, and hopefully he bleeds and he dies. Nope, doesn't bleed. So I'm gonna take advantage of that, and we're gonna farm some of those heals yet again. Resist and 8, good. So he's fully healed, almost fully healed. And down you go. Oh, a dodge. So let's see what I can do before you attack me. 3 dodges consecutively. Lash of the Tail, not a problem, because I don't really mind the stun, and there's no stun. So I'm gonna just kill him with an axe. Doesn't like being cursed, it seems. An axe is a curse, right? Just a normal curse. So let's see, 70%, 60, 70, 60. Let's go. Nope. Didn't go so well. At least she didn't get damaged. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I forgot to shift my characters around. Oh well, that's a mistake. That is a mistake. So I'm gonna... As before, basically, the cauldron is not really... Oh, into the pot goes Pies. She didn't have the chance to attack, which is unfortunate, but our party is still in good shape. Okay, this the stew, not... I don't like it. You can have it. Keep the stew. Okay, Pies. Oh man. Let's go for criticals. Good. Dismas, do your thing. You know how to do it. You just do it. Okay, so I'm gonna put an axe on her and try to reduce the dodge she has. And just say that. Come on. Okay, another critical, please. Well, didn't go so well that time. And an axe on her, so she is marked, but she resists the debuff. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So let's go for a bleed. Does she resist bleed? Yes. No, she doesn't actually. Good. Pines is enduring being cooked alive. Look at her hands. They look very manly. Staying... oh man. Okay, so another tasty stew. I already told you that I'm not into that kind of meat. Okay, Pies is returned to us. She's in pretty bad shape. She's... Okay, so... Pies could die next turn, because she's a death store. And she has 2 turns, and I don't think that I'm gonna be able to heal Pies anytime soon. And no critical there. Oh good, 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 good. So she's off death's door. The grave can wait indeed, my friend. The grave can wait. So into the pot goes Dismas. Sometimes that attack misses and it's so nice. At least it missed in previous versions of the game. I don't know if that was a bug. I don't know. But it's so nice when you're like, oh no, into the pot, and I avoided that. And she avoided that as well. Taste the stew again. Oh, Pies hasn't had a taste. Well, she's tasting her own meat being boiled after going through a boiling session, it seems. But well, she takes the stress damage that would be expected. And yeah, the fight is going well, all things considered.
Leave her corpse to rot.
Because yeah, we were a bit lucky there. I think even if we had lost Pies, we'd be alright. We would be alright. So the grave robber is gonna have a new item right there. I'm gonna throw this away because I don't need them, and I'm gonna see what's inside. Nothing of much interest. Oh well, that was it. That was the hag. What? The witch? Hag witch? Is that the name? Was that her name? Yes, it's it's right there. Kill the hag witch. Fear of the unholy. I don't know. Last couple of episodes, so for example, Pies gets the runs and Mosegros gets fear of the unholy. But last episode we got the yips, I think. Let's see, Pies. Let's look at her. She doesn't have the runs. It's weird. And Mosegros, where is he? Oh, he has fear of the unholy. So probably it could be like a chance. Maybe someone who's level 5 or something could be more resilient to that kind of debuffs. Oh well. Well, that fight went pretty well, all things considered. We couldn't avoid the stress damage that comes with fighting a stress damage dealing mob, as is the hag, but let me just make like this stuff all organized. But it looks like we don't have the grave robber. I think, yeah, it's gonna be here. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Darkest Dungeon. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.